Actually, if I didn't have your link, I didn't need it because I'm following you. I could just get you from there. Yeah, the reason why I got the phone I have currently just because I have a slide-out keyboard, and it's actually a really nice phone. It has an HDMI port on it.
Yeah. So I'm surprised to hear echoing from you on the stream.
Yeah. Oh, I should mute the stream since I'm.
Yeah, talking in it.
Yeah, that'd be obnoxious. I'm actually doing a recording for my channel where I'm playing a game and I have your stream next to it.
That sounds like a good idea. Making me some viewers finally.
Well, it's not really a stream; it's just recording. But I'll link to your stream if you like, or YouTube or whatever you want.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I have no one watching my videos anymore on YouTube. I've pretty much gotten for the last 10 videos, nothing on them.
Yeah, my YouTube's pretty. With the exception of one particular, like a handful of specific videos, like none of my new videos have really gotten anything. There's a few videos that people keep watching.
Yeah, for me, if I were to look at my YouTube channel, it's probably 0 across the board, except for maybe the 2 or 3 from like 4 months ago or something like that.
Yeah.
I even made a tutorial for one of the Minecraft mods on one of the sections that no one else did, which was for, AE2.
Yeah.
Guess what? The new subscribers, no one has done a tutorial at all on how to autocraft with the inscribers on YouTube, so I did that.
Yeah, well,
and
that's how it goes sometimes. Like, I did videos because no one done them before, and yet people don't watch those ones either.
Yeah, mine's basically the perfect way, because basically the same method can be used with Ender.io and a few other mods if you do it right. And it can even work without AE system installed. It can work with just plain a different IM conduits if done right.
Having issues with my game because I pushed the Alt key and it made it all go funny. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, I guess just because you do a video first doesn't automatically mean people are going to look for it. Like, there might have been a reason why no one made a video of it. Just because no one was interested.
I made a video because I looked all over to see if anyone's ever made a video on how that's better than what I had on the autocrafting tutorial. See if there's anything better. There's none. Because I've seen people do autocrafting on like Direwolf and all that, but they never did a tutorial on how to do it directly for the subscribers.
Oh, I just remember what video I did. No, there was a bootleg Pokemon Adventure game that's brought up in like reviews, videos of like bootleg games in general, but no one did like a let's play specifically of the game aside from like the first level, and there was only one let's play of it. So I decided, you know what, I'll record. Recently I decided to revisit the game because I only recorded the first stage and I didn't try to actually beat the first level. I guess I haven't actually uploaded it yet, but regardless, the video I have up is like one that only one other person did, but yet no one ever sees it.
About a minute here, I'm gonna do my intro. You're really ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah. Granted, everyone's hearing this on the stream because I just want them to know there's life here.
We're not dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like then suddenly a streamer like dies of a heart attack.
Yeah. I don't know if this music is as good or not. I just got a free album off of that I found on one of my favorite Bandcamp guys, so I think it's good. The fact that it's a free album, I think I'm okay with streaming with it.
Well, free doesn't necessarily mean the license is free.
Well, I didn't see a reason. We'll see.
Yeah. Because it's a because some can be totally free but still copyrighted.
I didn't see any.
In fact, that's actually kind of the default state of things. That's copyrighted by the person who made it.
Well, the thing is, it's like a combination of like 40 or 50 different artists, so it's not just one artist. It's like 40 or 50 different ones. So I'm thinking it's a lot of free videos. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, well, it's just one of those things. Like technically, when you make something,
hey, can I do the intro?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Good afternoon, everyone. It's me, Shivas, back again with a random stream. But today it's my birthday, so today we're doing a bunch of random games, letting people talk and ask questions and for the early hours. I'm joined by Left for Cake from YouTube, who is pretty much just talking with me through TeamSpeak. Say hi.
Hello.
Yeah, he's just gonna be talking with me about while I stream for like the first hour or so. So we'll see how it goes. Today I'm playing like random games. These are my first 3 choices, and since I don't think I have anyone but him watching me, I'm just gonna start the game I want to start with, which is Command Conquer General 0 Hour. It's been a while since I played this RTS strategy game. It's pretty fun. It's compared to other games I do strategy. It's got a bit of a unique setup in the end, where you have to deal because you don't have to just deal with ground units. You have to deal with the fact that you can literally, if you're not a good map that doesn't have like oil rigs or something, you can literally run out of supplies and everyone eventually runs broke if you don't kill the enemy. But there are ways around it with the
There's an economy system.
Yeah, you'll see. Yeah, let's get started. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, I played StarCraft.
Let's see. Conquer Zeros. Hopefully it runs up right. I just installed it this morning.
Yeah. Jeez, it's good to make sure a program runs before you start stream of it.
It runs fine before. I mean, I haven't installed recently before. Oops, a little bit.
Yeah, but you never know. Like, you could have installed like drivers or something between when you last played it that might cause issues with it or something. Yeah. I've had that happen where like actually.
To be fair, technically the way this game works was before EA did like special setups and everything for the things. Let's see, where is it?
Yeah, it's weird too that how much EA kind of sucks as a company right now. But looking back when they started, they were like they were originally the most open company out there. Like they were nice to developers. They let developers actually program the games they wanted.
Yeah.
Back in the time where like all the other companies were more concerned with copyright at the time. Funny like how things have turned around for them now. That now they're the ones everyone hates and being stuck up about everything.
Right now I'm just
like
working through some things here.
Yeah, but like EA now became the company they worked not to be when they were first founded.
Yeah, I know what you mean. In the past, they were pretty good. They even let one of the game makers of my favorite games, like Command and Conquer, keep saying that they made the game, but over time, looks like the game's glitchy on the screen. Let me see if I make a quick scene here for the game. Let's see, video game capture. CNC. Gen. Oops, wrong device setup. Hate this.
Having technical issues.
Yeah, I was freaking out on the stream, so I'm gonna make a scene here.
What's funny is in my YouTube video, I'm gonna be here playing a game, and then you'll have technical difficulty ones, right?
I
have not talked about the game I'm playing, but that's relevant to your stream, but only relevant to my video.
Yeah, go ahead and talk about while I'll take care of things.
Yeah. I'm playing this game was produced by Epic a really long time ago. It's called Jazz Jackrabbit 2.
There we go.
Ever heard of the Jazz Rabbit series?
No.
No, well, not very many people have even at the time. It's kind of one of those weird games that like a lot of people played it, but not very many talked to their friends about it. Like Aaron in Game Grumps recently did a video, and he was talking about too. Like apparently a lot of his friends had played it, but he never knew they played it. Because the game everyone was too embarrassed to talk to their friends about, because it's a game about this silly green rabbit running around shooting things, shooting turtles and things.
Vision size fit the screen. Hang on.
But yeah, it's basically the basic gameplay could be described as Sonic the Hedgehog with a gun.
Yeah.
But you know, it's still cartoony. It's still like it's cartoon violence, not like blood or anything. You know, like all the enemies just disappear in clouds of smoke, and they say "ouch" when you shoot them. You know.
Yeah. That's not good. It's cutting off.
Back when Epic still called themselves Epic Mega Games or something along those lines, Mega Party. Was it Mega Games? And to this day, they have not released Jazz Jackrabbit 3, even though they had that was actually the game that was the demo for the Unreal Engine.
Nice.
but they never actually released the full game. There was just a demo you can download off the internet.
Hmm.
In fact, the whole game Jazz Rabbit 2 can be found on Abandonware. Have you ever heard of that website?
No.
And it's just a website for games that the original publisher no longer acknowledge that exist and have not sold or have any plans on selling any more copies of it. You can download it from them. But otherwise, like, copies of Jazz Rabbit are actually really expensive. Like, I have a disc and I probably sell it for like over $100 at least if it weren't scratched.
Okay, I think I fixed my game now. I just have to mess with the scene a bit. Okay, today we're gonna play on the US. There's like 3 factions in this game. There's GLA, US, and China. Let's try and play the USA bit. Campaign. Medium.
Yeah, why does my team suck?
Say again?
Why does my team suck? I'm playing Captain Flag right now, and
Liberation
they keep
Army on
capturing
the
the flag,
run
and we keep not
following the
defending
last
it.
conflict here.
Hmm.
Terrorist
I can't say I'm
activity
doing much better. I'm
remains
just
a
running
clear
around in circles
and
hoping I
present
run into
danger.
someone because this is a custom map I'm not familiar with.
Yeah. The guys just saw the game freeze. That's because I was trying to get the cancel the video. Well, as soon as you listen to the game, it's pretty good for its age. It was made like, I think, 2005 or something. Maybe later.
Yeah, sound seems to... I think people forget how good sound sounded, at least on anything past 16-bit, at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but still, you should watch how this game was... You should look at the video a bit and see how this game was made. Because they made really good cutscenes where it's actually the map that was modded to show this.
Yeah.
Right
Looks a
now.
little like World of Warcraft.
Not really.
Not the whole game, just the map.
But right now there should be music playing, but I've realized I just muted it completely.
Yeah, I mean,
It'll be much more interesting with the.
Yes.
It would be much more interesting with the music.
no, it looks like it's running on a similar graphics engine that WoW would have. Like, it's a little cartoonish, at least in terms
I
of
think it ran on some kind of Sage engine. I think.
Well, I mean, sometimes engines run on similar engines. Like, they all have a similar graphics engine running behind them.
Yeah. Nowadays, and plus this game's free. And plus what people don't realize back then when EA made games like this, you pretty much easily modify the game. Like I could go into files and open a special zip file and just mess with the files. Nowadays, they're encrypting your games and everything really toughly and make it like Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 3 are not moddable, but Battlefield 2 was perfectly moddable. They even had mod support and they just removed it, which kind of sucked. And the reason behind that was because of the frost, because all the buildings are destructibles. I think it'll make it people wouldn't be able to spend time doing it, so they just cut the modding. That's what they said, but it's probably more than that.
Yeah, it's...
Welcome back, General. The GLA launched their missile from the Baikonur facility early this morning. Intel reports that they are preparing a second launch.
Online, but here's the thing. Even without modding, people will still cheat
Use
online.
of this missile will severely weaken our foothold in Europe. It is vital that we remove this threat.
Like, you make it so that people
Our sources indicate that the next missile is being transported to the launch facility by train.
Yeah, I'm kind of having a hard time
These tracks are
hearing
the
you.
only way into the facility.
It's also because
The first
of
step
game.
in completing our mission is to secure and hold this train depot. If we can intercept that train in time, we can use it as cover to infiltrate the base. Good luck, General.
Hang on, before we continue, I'm going to re-engage. Let's see, voice volume down to fit. Give that a bit more strength. You bring the music back online. There we go. And let me just make sure everything else okay. Do a quick save. Oh, it saved my saves from a while ago. Nice.
What service did you download this game from?
It came from Origin. They have from one
Yeah.
EA's Command & Conquer Ultimate packs that has all the entire game series that has Command & Conquer on it.
Okay, I haven't ever used Origin.
Yeah, it's pretty useful.
I don't know about Origin, but I know Steam has the feature where it like syncs up your save data between like computers and stuff. I don't know if Origin does that too or not.
Sure. Man, right now I'm in the stage of the game where it's just starting. Have you heard of the music creator Frank Apache?
What's the mission, sir?
I think it's how the game is named.
What's the mission,
Frank
sir?
Apache or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made a lot of the major. When you hear Command and Conquer,
What's the mission,
you
sir?
you associate his name with the music in the games. So he did a lot of the music in
What's
those
the mission,
games.
sir?
I'm trying to think of what game that
What's the mission,
that's
sir?
music that I like. And I think of a lot of NES games
What's the
when
mission,
I
sir?
do video game music, weirdly enough.
What's the mission, sir?
I know people. You know what? Who doesn't know the Mario theme? Like even people that don't play
Always
games know
prepared.
Mario.
Serving freedom.
Yeah. No, I like what a lot of games have been doing recently in making the music a bit more interactive towards what you're doing. Where the music just changes based on the action. I think that's a nice touch.
Yeah, because I have like 2 monitors here. I can't use the right screen to do anything. Let's see, there's a screen lock or not. Nope. I'm fine with just using the arrow keys to it.
USA Armor Division.
Makes it seem nicer.
What's the mission, sir? Army's elite. Take a new position.
I mean, I got this thing maxed out. Look at these models. They're a little bit half-made, but they're still pretty good in this sense.
Taking charge.
I got the other team in the game I'm playing just trolling. They're literally just holding our flag and never tapping it, but keeping us from getting to our flag. Anyway.
Ready for action.
Alright, what does it say?
Let me just check out. See the stream's still flowing good. Oh, that game's paused now. Play.
There's a sign here on this level, but I have no idea what it means.
Maybe I can read it.
If I could go back to it, I have to like walk away from it before I can read it again.
Yeah.
We have their building.
Like you had found Quaz's hidden lair.
Army's elite.
Oh, it was telling me that the lake was a war. Okay.
Hey, ready for
That's
action.
how people got powered up secret rockets. I was wondering.
The building is ours. Search and destroy.
Yeah, in the game I'm playing, Dead Bear, but the secret rockets are like the ultimate, or like this game's noob tube. There's the gun like all the noobs use, because it is a very effective weapon. Not for every situation, but overall it's useful more frequently than the rest, and is frequently the second best weapon to use in every situation.
What, the grenade launcher?
Well, this game doesn't have like grenade launchers, SMGs. The weapons here are like toaster and secret rocket and flamethrower and TNT and freezer, you know, or bouncer. More cartoony things, yeah. But you know, it gives the game has personality, and I like it. But most of the single player levels just make a bunch of references to movies at the time. Like one of the posters is like a Back to the Future poster, but with Jazz there instead of Marty McFly.
Yeah.
And the episode name is Jazz in Time.
Well, I'm moving out my small army here.
You know, I could title the video like. I feel like the video capture we get right now is like modern gaming versus old school gaming in a nutshell. Because on my screen you have these bright, colorful, cartoony characters running around your game, where it's all like serious, and there's a lot of like mud and soldier type stuff going on.
Yeah. Alright, I'll just catch.
Need a point man. On the go. Army's elite.
The other thing though is I couldn't figure out an adequate way to actually get your screen in here other than have my web browser open and put the level window in there.
We can use them to help defeat the GLA.
Yeah. Hang on, I need to turn up, I'm gonna turn up TeamSpeak here a bit.
Because apparently OBS doesn't have any official support for adding someone's stream into your video.
Yeah.
Like the way, like if it were to do it, apparently the way to do is to connect your stream to some other server, and then you have to pull it from your private stream server.
Yeah.
And that's how most people do the multi-stream streams, when they actually have multiple streams in the stream and not like multi-Twitch.
Yeah.
Or just multi-stream windows. But
Speaker tower is ready.
it's a little sad too. This is the first time I'm recording this game, even though it's been like my favorite childhood game.
Yeah. Oops.
Never got around to recording it for some reason.
Sorry
The
about
game
that.
not very many people record either, so there wouldn't be very much competition for it.
Yeah.
That's because the downside is not very many people heard of it, so there won't be many people looking it up.
Yeah, like I never. Obviously, I just said I never heard of it.
Yeah, well, it's made by the same people that made Gears of War.
Never played that.
Yeah, well, I think
I
it's
did
ironic.
have an interest in it, but I never had the money or anything to get it.
I just bring that game up because it's ironic how dramatically different this game is from that one. This game's all like cartoons and colorful rabbits bouncing around, and some more keen to Sonic the Hedgehog, and you know, Gears of War is the gritty, you know, first-person shooter kind
Get
of
that dragon tank up there to clear
thing.
out
It's
those
a
buildings.
kind of times changed. I think this game was actually like the big multiplayer game at the time because there weren't. I think my dad said it was like the last great side-scroller multiplayer shooter.
Right here. Move order confirmed.
Like this is the type of shooter people played before first-person shooters were a big thing.
Yeah.
Scorpions at 9 o'clock.
Enabling laser sights.
I miss.
Oh, go on.
No, you go ahead.
I'll just bring up what I'm gonna say later.
Okay. Basically, I was gonna say I missed games that had veterancy on RTS games that had veterancy on units, because that's.
We will defend this territory.
You know how like you play a strategy game and after a while your unit becomes veteraned up and it's like you're now cream of your crop now, and you try to protect it. You make it defend your base or something. That's one of some things I miss.
Yeah.
Good work, General. The depot is secured.
I don't know. The only
Special forces here.
real-time strategy game I played was StarCraft.
Now we
and,
need to build
I
an
think
attack
Warcraft 3
force large
once.
enough to destroy the GLA base. Load your best units
Sure
onto
thing.
the train.
Right, because Warcraft 3
The
tends to be
train
the
will
game
depart
that
when it is completely full.
spawns the
Doing what's right.
MOBA genre, incidentally.
Yeah.
Because the original MOBA was Dota, which was a mod for Warcraft 3 that removed all the units except for the hero unit, because they added hero units to Warcraft 3, and that's what anyone would ever do, is just get the hero unit and level them up, because they were just too OP.
Yeah.
So someone modded the game so that was only hero units, and that became the world's first MOBA.
Yeah.
Keep it steady.
Which is why most MOBAs have that stupid RTS interface, even though you're only controlling one character.
Break it loose.
One thing I would not mind is playing
Where is the battle?
like RTS tower defense game maps. You know what I mean?
Defend this territory.
Where basically,
I think it's funny that was in like StarCraft 1 and
yeah, there's plenty on here too. And the thing is, it's much more interesting in this one because you can have it's unlike StarCraft and everything. Just the defense, everything's a little bit more interesting how everything works. Granted, in the end, when you have so many units being flown through an alley, it just lags out your computer. It lags out the game a bit. But
Yeah.
still, it's pretty fun.
Good work, General. The train
But,
is full.
Oh god, the thing I wanted to bring up earlier was that it seems that you can divide gaming into different eras for what game was the generic game for companies to release.
Mm-hmm.
Like for an Atari, game companies were constantly releasing space shooters. In the Nintendo era, when like the NES came out, people were constantly releasing 2D platformers like Mario.
Yeah.
And now it's with first-person shooters.
Not always.
Well, not always, but it's the biggest
final
like
objective
Yeah.
is
thing
this
that
GLA
everyone like
base
complains
field
about
in the
because
hills.
companies make too many.
Take it
And
out and
smaller
the
companies
operation is
typically, when they try to get their name out there, well, they just the default thing to do is just to make a first-person shooter.
Come on in.
Like, just because
Yeah.
the Unreal Engine makes it really easy to make them.
We need air support now.
Come on in. I want to blow something up.
So I mean,
Heading over. Let's go in that building.
I'm not watching my tanks just all auto kill.
after that,
I'm watching my tanks. Just need some micromanaging too.
yeah. Does your game have like hotkeys so that you can like bind the camera to warp to certain spots?
I'm not sure.
I I know StarCraft you could do that. Like it was like Shift F11 to set it, and you push F11.
In May, but I don't remember.
Unit lost.
Because I hear when you get really good, that kind of thing gets important to be able to like just
We need to finish
roll
destroying
anything
this
from
base. The
moment's
Moabs
notice.
will
You
be
could even
here any
in
minute.
StarCraft bind units, so you could select.
I find clicking the map is actually much easier. See how I can just hop around. I won't have to stick with certain bindings.
Right here. Carrying out orders. They won't escape.
That's just like the MMO player thinks clicking the hotkey button is faster than pushing the keyboard.
Unit lost.
Like somewhere out there, someone will end up watching this video and
Alpha
like
Wing,
be
area
facepalming
is
at what you
clear.
just said.
You may proceed.
Will do, HQ. I got him in my sights.
It's one of those things. It's difficult to. You do have to learn how to use them effectively, but once you do, it's like a whole new world of just accessibility to your units.
Oh,
Like, you
oh!
always-
Victorious.
I just remembered something. This game compared to Warcraft, the actual strategy version. This game actually has like a sense of physics for how things blow up and everything. It's a little bit cartoonish how it does it. Like cars can go flying halfway across the map or disappear for like 5 minutes and suddenly just 5 minutes later it just comes falling down.
Yeah.
But it's pretty fun. It has a sense of physics in the end for how things blow up and everything.
Of course, I'm not sure how much I care about physics when the camera zoomed out 50 feet in the air.
No,
but
actually, you can see it pretty well.
The elimination of a GLA missile threat under their belts. American
But, yeah.
forces face the task of rebuilding a landscape ravaged by war.
It's kind of weird that Microsoft decided to release Halo Reach, even though they refused to release any other Halo game for PC.
Yeah.
Although relief convoys
I mean,
have
I
been
understand that
harassed by
it's
warlords
probably
linked to the
was really hard to
GLA,
try to make Halo Reach work on the
no
Xbox
longer
controller,
considers
but
the organization a serious threat. Nonetheless,
Yeah.
Navy aircraft
Well, actually,
carriers in the
Xbox and
recent years.
Windows actually work together pretty
Meanwhile,
well.
special
in
forces
terms of their
continue
controllers.
search for GLA caches
Well,
rumored to include
yeah, it's because Microsoft
weapons of
made
mass
the
destruction.
controller, so they just make the drivers for it. But I mean, as far as I meant the controller for the RTS game.
I believe that's on my Steam wish list. I know what you're talking about. It's only one of the healing things are there. Like,
GLA are bringing in reinforcements.
I would say if they release more Halos for the PC, they're definitely a thing I want to get.
Want to
But
clear it out, not destroy it.
I just don't really want. I just don't want to play first-person shooter with a controller.
Launching airstrike.
And I don't see why Microsoft can't just release a Halo game for PC maybe a year or two after they've released it for Xbox after the initial sales have gone down already.
yeah. Well, I don't guess why they can't do it anyway, because Xbox and PC are pretty similar. In terms of build, because what Xbox is basically a PC with a different
Most of our
with a
fleet
modified
survived
OS
the
on
GLA
it.
Baikonur attack.
Well, that technically
Our
what
aircraft
comes down to
carrier
it all
and
consoles
battleship
are.
escorts are at your disposal.
But not
to
really,
aid this operation.
Because basically what you could do, in the past I found a Xbox 360 OS disc on
The
Amazon
docks have been
for
cleared,
like
General. Our
$100.
first task will be to hold
If
them
I had the
while
parts
supply
back
trucks
then,
are brought
I
in.
could build my own
Until the
Xbox
doses
360 that
arrive,
was once
we will
was
have to
valid
defend
with the
this
spare
position
parts I
with our
had laying
troops as
around.
they filter in.
People could do that with the Wii, but it is a bit more work to strip the OS from the Wii.
I'll be your spotter.
PS4, I think.
Let's pop some.
Plus, also, why would you do that? I mean,
blow something up.
Well, it can be cheaper because if you have a bunch of good equipment and PC parts laying around.
yeah, if you have the spare parts already, otherwise you have to kind of get the exact right part. You can't just
Try
slap
to
anything in there
minimize
and expect it to
civilian
work. Because the
casualties.
Xbox, the thing about buying a console is when developers are making games for it, they optimize it for the one set of hardware.
Mm-hmm.
And if it differentiates from that, you could end up causing graphical issues and all sorts of things in the game. Because a PC game, they program the game to expect different hardware.
Mm-hmm.
Let me launch one.
So, you know.
Let's go on that.
Well, sometimes they don't. Depends on how well they developed into the console game.
Yeah, it just... So I can guarantee you can pretty much install Linux on any of the current consoles.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
once they get cracked, at least. The Wii U hasn't been cracked yet, and I don't know about having been keep track of the other ones.
Actually, I believe Xbox has been cracked, but it seemed like mod cards you can get for it.
Well, okay. Well, I guess I was thinking of just purely software cracks, not like replacing the hardware. But
no, it was a mod card where you could plug
warehouse
a
needs to
computer
be
into
secured,
like
but
the
the safety of
Xbox
the
and
docks
modify
must
the
not be
game files.
compromised.
Yeah. So, I know the Wii like had the homebrew channel, and they're working on it for the Wii U. There just hasn't been an exploit in the game that they could use yet. Because what they need is for an error. What they need is an error in the game's code that allows them to inject additional code with admin permission in order to install what they want on it. Because that's how homebrew channel worked. Was there was an exploit in like Smash Brothers Stage Select and Twilight Princess and a few other games that they can inject code into at admin level or root access or whatever you want to call it. So that then they could run their installer and they can install custom software on the Wii.
Yeah.
And that's what companies are looking for, or not companies, what people on the internet are looking for to do with the DS and stuff.
Congratulations,
So
General.
the DS is
You
a little
have been
different because they still have the cartridges that are custom made to run things off of SD
Need a
cards,
point, man? Rally point confirmed.
flash carts.
Search and destroy.
Yeah.
Always prepared. Heading out. Search and destroy.
And a capture card for the DS is really expensive.
Yeah.
Take a new position.
I mean, I understand why, but still, it's kind of especially annoying now since the capture card's only for the original model DS,
Ready
and
for
since
action.
Nintendo stopped making that one, or the original model 3DS. But yeah, now you have to send in your own to them first, so now you have to deal with the
Special forces here.
mailing your DS to them, and then they have to send it back, and it's like,
Reinforcements
where before you could
incoming,
just
General.
you could just ask them to do it with a brand new one, they just include the price of the DS and the price of purchase.
Yeah.
Search and destroy.
Aircraft carrier.
But I do have a capture card for
Army
the
unit.
Wii, so I can still capture Smash Brothers.
On the go.
I kind of wish I had a capture card that I can use to like take, so I don't have to actively use like OBS program to help take stress off my processor and everything.
Well, you would still use OBS, but how the capture card would
Rally
take the
point
stress off
confirmed.
is a different machine would be running the
man.
game than the one capturing it.
Let's take the building.
Yeah.
So so if you had a capture card for your computer, you could plug
Search
your
and
computer into
destroy.
another computer and you do the capture.
Rally point
Yeah, like
confirmed.
over a laptop.
Search and destroy.
Yeah, exactly.
On the go. Go. Rally point confirmed. Heading out.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I know there's the
Take the
HDMI
building.
capture cards, and you can use one of those, but I'm not sure what there are for the other types of plugs. I mean, I bet there is, but I just don't know where to find one.
Reinforcements
I don't exactly have
incoming,
an
General.
HD capture card though. I have the one that plugs into the like the red, blue, and yellow kind of cable. Well, I guess it's technically HD. Like you know the HD that was like before HDMI, where you had like 40 different colored plugs you had to plug in.
I'll be your spotter.
Or like 7, but it was like an extension of the red, yellow, and white cables. Yeah, just there was an HD version of that kind of cable that has like 2 additional video plugs for each color.
Need a point, man?
It only does like 720p, but
We'll
you know,
take it from
it's
here.
something.
I'll be your spotter.
Even though I think my capture card would only let me, well, it will let me plug in the HD cable back into the TV, but the actual USB cable only produces standard quality video.
Yeah.
But you know, it looks fine. Though weirdly enough, when I first got it, the video like the color was washed out, but then just randomly one day it just started working. I don't know if they just updated the driver or what. Like at first I was almost about to throw it in the trash until I tested it one more time and it just magically worked.
Where are those help? There they are.
In the field. Flying low.
I'm surprised how much mod support this game still gets, despite the fact that the only time people are online playing are during like scheduled community event days. Really, otherwise there's only like 1 or 2 people on at all.
Huh. Is it a free-to-play game?
It's an abandoned. It'd be
job.
more accurate
All
to call it an
trucks are safely
abandoned
to the
game.
docks.
I mean,
Now let's
it's
get them to the
technically
city.
illegal to download it, but no one's really watching it.
So basically, it's like an open source game that anyone can do whatever they want with.
Well, no, people have just cracked into it anyway. It's a game that's been ignored for many years.
Ah.
Like, I'm pretty sure if they continue to ignore it, the copyright will expire.
And then people can do whatever they want with it then.
Yeah. people are doing whatever they want with it now anyway, because Epic's not gonna stop them because they just don't care.
Epic's?
The official yeah, it's one of Epic's games. In fact, the official website for the game just expired. Like, they didn't even take it down. It just expired. That's how little they care about it.
That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, it is, especially for fans of the game too. And heck, people have been waiting for Jazz Rabbit 3 a lot longer than Half-Life 3.
Mm-hmm.
Another 3 game that won't ever come out.
Yeah. Or has been canceled and they haven't said a single thing about it.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. Yeah, it's funny too because you can still download the demo for the Jazz Rabbit 3D, as it were, because it was their showcase for the Unreal Engine.
Hmm.
It has like one multiplayer map and like they've like did a a set of tutorial levels and that's it.
Special forces here.
Either that or they completely stopped what they did and start porting it to a new engine.
Nah, they
just
put it down and made Unreal Tournament instead.
Up your base. The GLA are preparing a new wave of attacks against us.
I guess technically they did acknowledge it a little bit. When they ported Unreal Engine to iPhone, their little example game has Jazz Rabbit, the character, in it, but other than that, it doesn't really have anything to do with anything. There was a Game Boy Advance game, but that was developed by a different studio. And also only vaguely resembled the original game.
Mm-hmm.
Great job, sir.
Like, instead of all the cartoony guns, they actually had like SMGs and things and stuff like that.
Our final objective is to drive the GLA from the
it did
area.
follow up the
Destroy
tradition
their
of
main
doing movie
base
references,
overlooking the
like it
city,
had Star
and the
Wars in
area
it and
will
other
be
things.
secured.
Yeah.
Like the enemies were wearing like stormtrooper outfits and
Bring
such.
on the scaffolding.
And even though this game isn't getting any official updates, the community is adding stuff to it all the time. There's still plenty of new content for it.
Army's elite.
Like every map I played on during this session, like I played on 5 different maps, and every single one was a really well done custom map.
Laser guidance ready.
Always prepared.
And I just found space.
On the go.
For what?
Special forces here.
It loaded up a new map, and this map's like on a space station. Because custom map people will make whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the level creator is actually pretty intricate. You can pretty much do everything the original developers did, which was pretty big at the time. Yeah, like I think at the time this game probably had the most extensive level creator out of everything that was out at the time.
Mm-hmm. They're not building my base of power. But there we go.
Like I'm willing to believe the same level creator the actual developers used.
We'll take it from here. Always prepared.
Because there isn't anything you can't. Like you can open all these games levels that come with the game with it.
Yeah. That's the way things go. Over time, games die and community takes over.
Well, hopefully the community takes over. Sometimes the community doesn't need to take over and the game just gets left to rot.
Uh-huh. Or more like the developers let the game die and the community revives, saves it.
Yeah, like there's like Dip Rip is a game that I don't think has gotten any updates, but there's just 2 random servers that are running 24/7 that aren't official servers or anything.
On the job.
Granted, it's a game that doesn't really need updated, and I mean, it's a game with cars blowing each other up, so there's not, even if there were custom content, I'm not sure how much more variety new levels would even add to it. But
yeah.
Building is ours. Any more projects?
yeah, it's actually really like I think out of all the games I've seen, this one's had the most dedicated community of anyone I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Like someone actually started like hacking into the game. They added like MP3 support, which was something that, and because MP3s weren't really big at the time when this game came out yet. Especially using game engines too, because the use of MP3s would have used up a lot of system resources at the time.
Nav system set.
And this was back in like Super Nintendo days.
Moving to new AO.
Unit lost.
Perfect. I want to look my.
Granted, PC had 3D a lot sooner than consoles did, but
yeah.
Special
which
forces
I mean,
here.
logical makes sense because the way consoles work.
Unit lost.
In the field. Moving to new AO.
Have you ever read a book called Hacker?
Clear.
No.
Well, it might be a little dry for the average person. It is very much a history book, but it's
Unit lost.
but there is some humor to it, and it's basically a book about like the original hackers per se, or basically just the original PC programmers. Originally, the term hacker just meant you made the PC do things.
Mm.
Yeah, that's where the term originally comes from.
Unit lost.
So, like, say even if you were like, say, someone who worked on hardware, you'd be considered a hacker still, just for making new hardware. Because you're someone who makes the computer do things.
Made in the U.S. of A.
Or you're someone who made the computer die.
Yeah.
Unit lost.
Yeah, but you have to be working with the system itself. You can't just be running software on the computer, you know?
Made
Yeah.
in the U.S.
Like anyone who's working with the system.
Bring on the
In fact, technically,
scaffolding.
in fact, it could be any system too. It doesn't even have to be a computer system by the original definition. Like if you were someone that like
Army's elite.
really had a great understanding of the stock market and could manipulate in drastic ways, you'd be considered a stock hacker.
That one.
Just anyone who tried to figure out how a system worked and tried to work it for,
Mhm.
and it had to be for knowledge too. Like there was this whole
lost.
hacker ethic, and it's like
Wanna make some
you would do
improvements?
things just for the sake of learning how it worked,
Yes.
Area.
and never for any like
Clock
personal
in.
gain or anything.
Yeah.
and like
That's,
all information should be open.
Bring on the scaffolding.
or I can make myself a temporary defensive line here.
Like I think the first thing Bill Gates was ever known for was releasing an article about how developers need to get paid too, and how everything can't just be free, and something about like because he made like the basic programming language, like literally just called BASIC,
Any more projects?
and he originally it was the first piece of software that was really being marketed, like sold, and not just like available for people to pull off floppy drive, for free.
I like this. Okay, and I like this aircraft carrier here. on this map.
Sorry, I'm like going on long diatribes about computer history here.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm right here playing a game that has nothing to do with what you're talking about.
Well, technically it does. If what I didn't talk about didn't happen, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing right now.
Yeah, true. I'm just liking how this aircraft carrier is constantly reloading and prepping launching aircraft to attack the tanks that keep on coming trying to attack my base.
Yeah.
Like what? This is one of the things I like about this game, the aircraft. Because look at this. Aircraft were just waiting there at the land to refuel and arm. And these the blast things just lift up and the things launches once it's ready to go.
Nice.
Those little things that you like, and especially when the aircraft are like the best thing America has on this game, the U.S. faction. I mean,
Oh, it's not the best thing America had was McDonald's.
not really.
Bum. Yeah, especially since McDonald's is actually an international company now.
Yeah. Technically, this game's pretty much set around the same time. Basically, set up like the same feeling as how we're going through with the insurgents and everything.
Yeah.
With the U.S. and everything being the first faction to take care of it. Really do some damage or something.
Yeah, we were a pretty big force for a while.
Have a job for me.
To be fair, in almost every major war, like World War I and II, the Europeans always fell, but we were the ones that, when we came in, we were like the wild card that kicked all the bad forces out.
Well, bad is really a relative term here, but
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Or maybe the enemy at least that was causing, like, taking over and everyone. Like, in World War I, European war was nothing but trench warfare until we just stepped up and started waiting late and take care of things. I believe.
Okay, there was something like World War II was started by like just a whole bunch of random coincidences. Like I'm trying to remember.
Nav system
I
set.
really don't remember very many of the proper nouns here, but like one country was killing another. Like one country had just won independence
Wanna make
from another
some
country,
improvements?
and that country's leader just happened to accidentally be visiting them on their like Independence Day. They felt that this was a disgrace, so that like they hired a bunch of assassins to try to kill him.
Bring on the
Ah.
scaffolding.
As it starts, by freak accident, all 4 assassins failed. Like complete freak accidents. Like one guy's weapons failed, one guy threw a grenade and just completely missed. Like all sorts of like things that.
Sounds like they went for cheapo assassins. I mean,
Well, it was just weird. Like there was no reason why one of them shouldn't have killed him, but it somehow, like, no matter how you analyze it, there was no reason why he shouldn't have died.
yeah.
Any more
But
projects?
Granted,
the
at the
guy-
time, a lot of the weapons that they sound like they were using were still like unreliable at the time.
Yeah, I think they were even pretty. They were even generally reliable guns. It was just a freak accident. But to continue the story, the leader of the other country was trying to go to the hospital to, talk to the people that were
Upgrade
injured during all
complete.
these weird things, and
Upgrade complete.
the driver took a wrong
Upgrade
turn.
complete.
Well, as a coincidence, one of the assassins happened to be getting a sandwich somewhere,
Let's
and,
build.
and the guy happened to pull over at the same restaurant to get directions.
And the assassin
that
didn't even
point-
notice.
No, the assassin
guy
noticed. He
can't
just pulled the
build
gun out and shot him. Like, it was just a freak accident. Like, the only reason why they were both there at the same
Yeah.
time, the same place, because the guy's driver couldn't figure out where the hospital was, because
Made in the
just
US
not familiar with the
of A.
area, and there wasn't exactly GPS back then.
And killing the driver pretty much ruined the assassin's job.
Yeah, and there was that kill that kind of triggered. It was the first domino of like the chain of events that would
That one's
start World War II.
Yeah.
If you ever look up extra history, it's like a show that the extra credits people do. They have an episode on it somewhere.
Probably history.
Yeah. Well, it's extra history, but yeah. And they'll actually have all the facts like completely right,
Good area.
where I'm only kind of half remembering it.
Yeah. Very hard to remember history, but except for the more numerous histories. Like I remember
Hey, check out our
Bring on the
things like a lot of the first major in World War II, and major reasons why a lot of the German tanks failed because they couldn't manufacture vessels because they're all using like finely tuned machines like clockwork grade machinery at the time, where everyone else was like T-34 and the Sherman was basically every few seconds got another one coming out of a different factory. Because the Germans went for super high-end kind of stuff. We went to something where if something broke, like if a Sherman broke down the field and there was like a wrecked one over there, and the part that they needed was okay, but a little bit scratched probably, but okay, just rip it out and put it in there. For the Germans, if you have a broken piece on a tank or a plane, you have to pull it into the factory, have the same person who made the tank, hopefully who's still alive, come by and take a look and see if they can fix it. Or someone with a similar skill set.
What's the
Yeah.
story?
I don't know, I just remember what the US was doing at the time. They were literally just turning out tanks as quickly as possible, not caring about quality.
Well, that's because they were pretty much following the same thing that Ford did. They were using basically car factories to build tanks.
Yeah, which was interesting because we ultimately won because of that. Not because our tanks were good, but just because we had so many of them.
Yeah. And now we're pretty much doing the same thing that the Germans did. We're basically using super high-end equipment now.
New construction.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Germans are
Have a job for me.
pretty known for
Get
wanting
to
big.
work.
In just about every area. Like, it doesn't even matter what. Like music, food, weapons, like everything.
Yeah.
Like when a German word for basically the base version of the xylophone is called the Glockenspiel. Yeah, even their language like sounds like big and mighty.
Yeah.
The Glockenspiel, and it's just like a xylophone. Only the base version of it. And that's the English word for it too, by the way. So, yeah, you learned about a new instrument, the Glockenspiel.
In reality, it's just
Special forces here.
a xylophone.
Yeah, it's just the base xylophone.
We're out of supplies
Yeah.
over here.
Sounds a lot cooler to put down though than xylophone. Yeah, it's like, what do you play? Like, no, I
Yeah.
don't play xylophone. I play the Glockenspiel. And then your friends look at you like you're crazy because they think you just made that word up.
Yeah, or something.
You know, I haven't been finding myself being excited for new games recently at all.
Yeah, the only one I feel excited about is some of the Anarchy games, because there's a game type I have not played.
Like, the games that generally get me excited is when there's a game I haven't heard of that was out for a long time. It's like, oh, I gotta check this out now. That's usually when I get excited these days.
For me, it's right now. What I want to play is GTA 5 because it's on PC primarily in some areas, and it's got a major PC thing for it. And also, I've never played it before, but I've seen some of the YouTube players play it on streams, and it's pretty funny looking.
Also, just real quick, just on my end, I just froze someone and pushed them off the cliff and they died. Anyway, continue. I just need to put that commentary in for the video.
Well, you're recording the sound. You probably just ripped off the current vid, and use it.
Except for the, I'm not recording the us talking and the game sound separate tracks. It's all one track. So.
Okay.
I just have your audio muted, but your screen is on the screen.
Okay.
Well, because otherwise I'd hear both of our voices in the stream too, and that would cause issues.
Well, there is one thing I'm not doing though with this stream is I'm not putting it on YouTube because it'll be too big, because this will be an 11-hour stream almost.
You know, you can actually download. There's a site that lets you download clips from Twitch, and the way Twitch works is all the clips.
What I do is actually use OBS for recording at the same time streaming.
Oh, that works too. But there's a website I found that downloads the clips from Twitch, and apparently the way they host them is they put the clips up 30 minutes at a time, and when you're watching them, they actually just put them together in real time. So when the clips are stored on their server, they're only 30-minute clips.
Unit lost.
Yeah, I know that. Because I tried downloading my past videos when Twitch started acting up with YouTube upload ports, and I could not work with it because I kept on having sound issues.
Well, yeah, because when you're downloading from Twitch, it's what their server actually streamed. So whatever you're downloading is what it actually looked like on the stream at the time.
Well, the thing is, I had sound issues even when there was no sound issues on the highlight that I was trying to download.
Oh, that's strange.
Yeah.
When you download, did it download it as like a .vlv file?
It downloaded as pretty somewhat similar to that.
Yeah, you might want to run it through a video converter before trying to edit it.
Thing is, I did that. I even used Windows Media Player to try. I even put.
Oh.
I believe actually .vlv was actually originally what YouTube was doing before they switched to MPEG-4.
Yeah, because it's a Flash format, specifically designed for streaming through Flash. But it is kind of old and obsolete now. Though they still technically use it for their lower quality options.
Yeah.
God, I was trying to think of it. But yeah, you should get a real video converter like WinFF or something you can download for free.
Yeah. Actually, I did have a pretty good video and audio converter, but I didn't have the money to get it.
WinFF, it's free. You can convert pretty much any format from and to any format. Even videos to like MP3s if you want to convert a music video onto your phone for some reason.
Frequencies open. Moving to new AO.
Even
Making a sweep.
I know about it because I used to install software on my MP3 players called Rockbox, and they have presets for it. Yeah, Rockbox is pretty interesting. They like hack MP3 players and they put their software on it so that your MP3 player can do more things. They were a lot more relevant before smartphones, but you know, they still make the actual music playing software better.
Yeah.
But you can also use it to play Pokemon on your MP3 player.
Unit lost.
I'm just a source of random information, aren't I?
Yeah. Same here, except for I'm more centered around U.S. World War II history.
The problem is that I like hearing people talk about history, but I just can't ever remember it.
For me, my wealth of knowledge came from History Channel, because basically that's why a lot of people who, when I grew up, basically people when I grew up, mostly everyone but was watching like cartoons and everything. If there's nothing good on TV on cartoons, I would just switch to the History Channel when I was young.
Yeah, I really liked the MythBusters as a kid and sciencey stuff.
Yeah, recently MythBusters really did big change with the 3 people again.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of nice. They're kind of going back to their roots,
who's
I think.
MythBusters now?
What?
Who's on MythBusters now?
Just Jamie and Adam because they went back to their roots.
Oh, I would have figured they would have left just because they were older and the other team would.
No, they left because of new opportunities. Like I think one of them went to college or something.
Oh well, okay, fair enough. But somehow in my mind, as a kid, I always imagined that they would like retire and pass MythBusters onto the build team. And they would get a new build team, and it would just cycle like that.
I doubt that they would even do that because basically.
Well, because people grow old and die, so it's like you kind of have to. If you want to keep a show going, you have to get new people on occasion.
Well, hey, remember those? You do know the fact that Jamie was the one who built the 7-Up machine.
Yeah, I know that. They say it like on a handful of episodes.
Not really anymore.
Eh.
But you do keep reminding us that.
That was pretty much their I think that was pretty much his resume when he applied to do MythBusters, I think.
No, actually, basically the premise. Well, Jamie and Adam are actually the very first hosts, so basically they were the start, and they're both like special effects and special R&D guys, like that. That's what they are in the end.
Yeah. Yeah. So but that just, back in the day when they were doing practical effects too, and not CGI, you know. They can build all sorts of contraptions to make things look like things.
Preserving freedom.
Another guy is really good with practical effects because it's practical. Some really old YouTubers are really good with practical effects too, like the Angry Video Game Nerd guy and the Sound Critic.
For me, I found that when it comes to like editing things or like if you were to give me like a video game script. After a few minutes, I understand the code enough to modify it. Like if I were to make a modify a weapon of fire that's a bolt action to turn into like a 6,000 rounds per minute gun, I can do that easily, and with like a decreased damage to balance it out. I'm kind of like one of those guys. I can't do anything very well from scratch.
Well. I mean, you learn any way you can. Debugging's a really good skill. In fact, a lot of people start in like debugging and then move on to from what they've learned from there to actual programming. And
I actually you know Lua.
Oh yeah, Lua is a very simple language.
Yeah, basically I learned that from Minecraft.
Yeah, I did a lot of computer craft.
Yeah. I still have some of my programs. Like I had like Big Reactors Turbine Readout program. That's pretty good. It was basically.
How frequently did you ever post it? Did you ever post anything in the computer craft forum?
What do you mean? Oh no. Actually, I did once trying to figure out why I couldn't get like a security program where you need a password to modify this computer.
Yeah, the problem is those things don't really work out very well because anyone can just terminate the program and bypass it.
Well, actually, no, not really. Now if you put in like a special command where the only way to terminate the program is actually break the computer, and then, you know what I mean?
Okay, but then you can put a floppy disk with a startup program by it, and then hit restart.
Yeah, but you have to make sure the floppy disk can override, or like the system can override it. For me, what I did when I did computer craft. I had all my important programs on like a personal, the personal PC thing around me, and when I wanted to upload it to like a computer to be used, I just took a floppy drive and put it next to it and just boot up that way.
Well, that's one way to do it. I mean, I've uploaded a few things, like I've uploaded like a bootleg web browser that just had like a bunch of I like programmed programs that look like sites, and that would pull it from a website.
Oh, someone actually made a web browser mod for Minecraft where you could load things in like Flash and everything. It was based
Oh,
off
yeah.
the Google Chrome engine.
Oh, they made one based off because the
Taking
original
her
one
in.
someone made was based off Internet Explorer, so it'll only work on Windows.
Uh-huh.
But
Closing
yeah, if someone ported a Chromio to Minecraft, that'd be
moving.
especially if it's synced in multiplayer.
Closing the distance.
Well, last checked, it was not single player,
Unit lost.
multiplayer ready.
Oh, okay. The one I saw was a multiplayer mod, but it only worked. It only showed up for people who use Windows and had Internet Explorer installed.
Closing the distance.
And for everyone else, it would just show up as the blocks would show
But
up.
mine was actually based off the Google browser.
We're moving.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Clean.
I'm not trying to use my current force to see how much damage I can do with support from the battleships.
Okay, one thing I made for Computer Club was a Pokemon kind of simulator kind of thing. Like
Unit
my most
lost.
recent project, I think. Like for a while, if you looked up Blood for King in Google, my Computer Craft profile was the first thing that showed up.
Closing the distance. Confirmed.
Why am I stuck? For some reason, the jump button got stuck in my game, and now I'm stuck
Closing
jumping.
the distance.
Are you sure your space bar's not stuck?
Well, it's control key, but yeah, no, it's not the key. I don't know what happened to it. It's all a game. Sometimes there's quirks or misses, like some of your inputs.
We're moving.
If other things are going on your computer. I'm not exactly running the game full screen at the moment because it's too old for game capture to
Closing
work.
the distance.
So you're using like the desktop thing?
Yeah, I'm using window capture. Because it uses an
Unit
older
lost.
DirectX driver than OBS is compatible with.
Well, I'm using a game that uses older DirectX, and it's right now running fine.
Well, yeah, this game runs a version earlier than DirectX 8.
Closing the
And OBS is only compatible with DirectX 8 or newer.
Polished and ready.
As far as game capture, though, you're using desktop capture, so it doesn't matter what driver it's using.
Actually, I had to switch it over because the desktop crasher was making it freak out.
Thing to do.
Unit
in the stream.
lost.
Okay, so what type of capture are you using now?
In-game capture.
Oh, game capture?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's the one where the driver it's using matters.
And strangely enough, lately my actually video drivers have been crashing strangely lately.
Taking her in. Closing the distance.
Mostly with ads.
Yeah.
Enemies of the free world. You can pretend.
I think it's because like AMD has some weird flash like adaptability or something like that. Know me?
Enemies of the free world.
Yeah.
And every time when ads start up, that's a flash program right there.
I don't know.
We fight for peace.
Flash is pretty much phasing out of popularity.
Actually, not really. It's gonna be hard to really do it. Just so you know how
Well, not for animation, but for programming.
New heading.
yeah.
Like, it's really popular in animation, but ActionScript has been phasing out of popularity because of HTML5.
Doing what's right. Yes, sir.
In fact, I'm only disappointed they
Unit
stopped
lost.
updating the Android app because of backwards compatibility more than anything.
We're moving. It's the right
'Cause
thing
now you
to
have to like install it unofficially and hope it works on your new phone.
Or
Be
see
completely
if you can find like the previous versions.
Unit
Well,
lost.
well, yeah, you can install a previous version, but like Android 2 was out when they last updated it. Is the thing.
Yeah.
So it's questionable how compatible. And you have to install like a browser it's compatible with. So like, if you install Flash on your phone, Chrome won't use it, but Dolphin will.
Unit
Or like
lost.
Firefox.
Firefox, yeah, but I don't know. I prefer installing. If I can't install Chrome, I prefer Dolphin. It's a better phone browser than Firefox is.
keep it clean.
Like, I've nothing against Firefox. It's just not my favorite browser.
It will
I like
Unit
Firefox because when you play browser games, it's a little bit more compatible with them.
closing the distance. Taking her in. Enemies of the free world. Yes,
I never had an issue with Chrome, but
taking her in.
Unit lost.
of course,
Closing the distance.
oh, there we go. I had to like push the jump button right when I landed or some weird thing.
Taking her
Yeah.
in.
Get unstuck, but
We're
anyway.
moving.
Easy thing to
But
figure
yeah,
out.
Yeah, Chrome
Yes,
comes with
sir.
Flash installed on it though, so even if Flash isn't installed on your computer, you can still do Flash things.
Yeah, but I would like to have like a Flash player and like a
Closing the
like
distance.
outside of the
Unit
browser.
lost.
So if I have problems like watching a video that's Flash only or something like that off like a DVR or something, I like to have it on standby just in
Yes,
case.
sir.
Yeah.
Because I can basically just go into my browser and just pull the Flash file out of there.
Closing the distance.
Also, do you remember what Silverlight is?
Yeah, Netflix still uses it.
Yeah, Netflix uses it, but nothing else really
Unit
does.
lost.
In fact, actually, people say it is better for video streaming and nothing else. There used to be a website called Popfly that let you really easily make games on it, which I think it's sad that they took that down. I think if they kept that up, Silverlight would be a bit more popular. Because it was actually a really good tool for just making simple little arcade-style games.
Yeah. I
got a really good game that was just one really hard platforming screen, but never got too frustrating because like the goal was at the end of the screen, and that was like the goal of the game. Even though you die 100 times getting there, it's like you'd see yourself get closer and closer to it. Like even myself being the creator of the game, like I only knew it was possible because I tested each part separately. But trying to actually run through the whole level took me like 500 tries.
Finishing our mission here.
Yeah, my own game, yeah.
In my game.
Oh. Though I still have a few Flash games I programmed on a website somewhere.
To be fair, when I started out with computers, it was basically when I was like, I'm like a 10-ish, I think, maybe less. But basically, my main thing was for me, basically even then, my dad, basically Windows 898, I was better at it because even though my dad actually worked with DOS, so he knew how to work with program computers and everything. You still there?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm still here. I thought you were still talking. Like
Yeah.
it felt like you cut in the middle of your story.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, at the same time, I was better at everything at that Windows 98 came with. Even though my dad said, even though I had like some of the roots with DOS, where you had to set up all the Windows directories and everything.
Well, it's an evolving media, and you have to keep up with it.
Yeah, but the strange thing is, when we got internet in our house, when my sister was young, Blue's Clues, remember that?
Oh, yeah.
She played all those games. When it came to where she wanted to play those games, I had to actually launch up the browser and everything. She couldn't do a thing about it. And still, I'm still the rainy computer guy.
Yeah, I'm the one that a lot of people like. I've done a lot of tech support for like the Minecraft servers that we've played on in the past.
Thanks for the lift, boys. See you soon.
And everyone asks me, "Is like, can you get the mods to work?" I'm like, fine.
I'm playing a hard mission now. A very hard mission to do.
I can play very hard in my game, but that's still not very.
No,
hard.
the thing is, what's hard about this is it's like one of those missions where you have set amount of units, you have no bases or anything, you just have to plow through carefully, kill everything.
Yeah.
I mean, this is my Star Force. A few snipers,
General,
a heavy hero guy with demo,
Their
and that's
primary
about it.
objective is this secret laboratory. Its location was
Oh,
revealed
one thing
by
that
the
might help you with your
documents
Twitch too is
captured
if you
during
had
the
a
last
Twitter that
mission.
you actually had your Twitch post to automatically.
Well, actually, I do have my Twitter account doing that already, but it's not like official. It's like an ORP account.
Yeah, the problem is your tweets are getting like flooded out by your RPs.
Yeah.
You need one that's more dedicated to your media, so it doesn't get flushed out when you're RPing. Because I think a lot of people, like anyone who would actually be interested in just your streams but not the RPing, would not follow your account.
Well, I do have like a few of like the major Minecraft Twitter accounts. Like do a lot of retweeting. I have gone that a few times when I play games.
No, well, they just retweet the hashtags. I think. I don't think they have.
No, I don't use hashtags or anything. They simply see my tweet and actually retweet it.
Oh, does it have the word Minecraft in it?
Probably. Sometimes
most of those are just bot accounts that just look for the word Minecraft and retweet it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it does help, but I'm just saying the fact that they noticed you isn't anything special. But I got retweeted by a few retweet things just for random stuff. Yeah, most of those are just run by bots.
Perhaps Colonel Burton would like to help.
But it's convenient if you like say are really into Minecraft but don't want to have to follow 100 different people. You can just follow the Minecraft retweeter.
Come on, punk. I'll be there.
Or
Those are
mob,
convenient.
or follow a special program, or a special set
Get
people.
the action.
Like actually, that you as a Twitter, you could really take advantage because that would enable you to reply to people that you're not even following. A ton of people you're not following.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get your tweets out there.
Yeah.
Their followers will
I'll
see
be
the
your
tweets
spotter.
still.
I'll scout ahead.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up on social media.
Yeah.
On the path.
My one thing I did with Twitter, originally I started RPing on there, is because I was trying to like improve my grammar and everything while I write.
Well,
It was like
I-
atrocious. I
I
mean,
just did it because what I really wanted to do was play D&D with people, but I had a hard time finding people to do that with, so I just kind of did Twitter RP just because it's something I could do.
mm-hmm.
Getting a better dream for perfection.
I'm gonna try to assault this prison here.
Hidden
So I
identity.
was happy when I found TweetDeck because that made managing multiple Twitters really easy.
Eh.
Yeah, one web page you can log into all your Twitters all at once. It has different columns for you can adjust the columns so you can show different notifications or your DMs or whatever you want,
Mm-hmm.
or someone else's Twitter for some reason.
Well, basically, Twitter on my phone can actually do that with multiple
I'll
accounts.
scout ahead.
Yeah, your phone app can, but the PC version you have to use their TweetDeck app
Right
if you want to
here.
do multiple accounts on the browser.
Mhm.
Plus, it's just organized way better than even the phone app. Like you can see like all your walls all at once if you wanted to,
Mm-hmm.
Let's take the
and you can have your
buildings from
DMs next to your notifications. In fact, even if you only have one Twitter account, you can have your DMs, and your notifications, and your private messages all on a single page.
Is this a Windows 8 app?
No, it's a browser app. You go
Ah.
to tweetdeck.com. Yeah, it's a web app, as it would be called.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
They're building
tweetdeck.twitter.com. It's actually made by the Twitter people. You can also use it to now create a Twitter account that can allow other people to log into it without having the password.
Mm-hmm.
So you can create a group Twitter with it too.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping it
I'm
cool.
saving this thing here because there's a good chance that sometimes the triggers don't actually fire right. So
Yeah.
basically, these maps are based off like in-map triggers, and sometimes like one wrong thing can go wrong, and it doesn't trigger right.
Deadly efficient.
The engine's a little
No
buggy.
obstacles.
Yeah, it is. It's a pretty old engine.
Yeah.
See there, that thing activated when it's supposed to be. It should not activate. So I'm about to lose my guy here.
Let's get the action.
I almost lost my guy, but in reality, that turret there thing was supposed to be down completely. Like disabled. It should not have never shot at me.
Sounds like the trigger is on a custom source engine
Where
map.
we going?
Yeah, I think that's how they did this thing actually.
Yeah, well, triggers are kind of a finicky thing to work with.
Mm-hmm.
You
Colonel
don't do it
Burton
properly.
Yeah.
Keeping it cool.
I'm surprised there's not any commercial games that run on the source engine that aren't from Valve, aside from Vindictus, I think.
Yeah. Well, actually, CryEngine. No, wait, that's that.
No, that's a different engine.
Yeah, I was thinking of something similar to that though. I'm thinking of something similar though, like Mass Effect. I think maybe was on Unreal once.
Yeah, it's Unreal, yeah, but there aren't really very many commercial source engine games that aren't from Valve.
What do you got?
Mm-hmm.
No obstacles.
Now, there's plenty of like games made for it, but just nothing
I'll be
commercial.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, say, someone ported, GoldenEye 64.
Mm-hmm.
Someone made a source engine version of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I recorded footage, but I'm not sure if I uploaded. No, I think I uploaded one
Deadly
video of it.
efficient.
And just to it. It wasn't
we
the most
going?
interesting of the matches. Like,
No obstacles.
when we played it, I
Remote
won the
demo
knife
shows
only
get
match
me
and no
in
other
close.
match.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, but I dominated the knife only match. Like, I got like all the kills.
I'll be there.
I think after this mission, I'm gonna see what the next one's like. I'm gonna call and go to a different
Come
game.
on, punk.
That'd be a good time for, because I have
No
reached the time I get off too, so it'd probably be
See everything.
good for structure if I got off when you're switching games.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing that
This is
soon.
too easy.
Yeah, this is gonna be a hard map to do. I'm gonna switch to Skyrim. Start a
Alright.
new campaign there.
Thanks for the rescue, sir. A couple
Yeah, I
of
still
our
didn't play
men
that
broke
game
off
at
to
all.
check out the village east of here.
probably record my first like recorded blind.
I'll be your spotter.
Like, there's
Congratulations, General.
I haven't played
I'm sure
Civilization
the
yet because I
families of
wanted
those
to
men
do
will
a
be
blind
happy to hear
recording with
they've been
people, and it
rescued.
just never came together.
General,
Oh,
the
we can
GLA
actually play
lab
that.
is
We can do
directly
recordings
north
to that
of
together because I do have
position.
Civilization
There are a
5.
number of GLA defenses
Yeah,
still
in general,
along
but
your
not
route.
now.
Be careful.
Yeah, but at a later point though, because it might be a good idea for our future like series we do together or something.
Here comes
Now,
trouble.
how long is a Civilization map when at least one person has no idea what they're doing?
We can be from like for me when I first started, it took me like 12 hours to go through enough turns to actually lose the game.
Ooh, if the game's that long, it's gonna be really hard for me to find a time I can play it.
Well, for me there, I kind of know like basics and everything, so I can show you how to play it. But the games, but when you think about it, there's a lot of content. You can like split up into hours. You can play like 30 minutes a day or something with a timer standby.
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking like, how long is it like one match?
Oh, that's what I said. For a turn, you basically spend time. It mostly depends on how many AIs and everything you have on. Like one turn, when you click the turn button, you can go from like almost instant to like 30 minutes to run.
Okay, so like,
Lost.
yeah, so I preferably have something set up to be done within an hour or something.
Yeah.
An hour or two, depending on when we start. But
Congratulations, General.
because there's no way I can do a 12-hour game with my current life schedule.
Well, I think I can figure something out. I've played a few things. I think it would be a good idea to have me with you on the basically set. And I think there's like settings I can do where we're basically running our game at the same turn point.
Yeah, but
And then like it, I can have like a few like us versus a bunch of AIs. That's how we're gonna do it. In the
like
end.
originally when I got in the game, we had a much larger group at Midcore, and
Heading out.
I mean we had a bunch of people. We had like a bunch of like British people and someone from
Confirmed.
Ben from the
Taking new position.
Dutchlands,
Mhm.
which isn't what the rest of the world calls it, but that's what they call themselves.
No obstacles. I'll be there.
That's it. Then the Netherlands, I think.
Sniper here.
I'm right now micromanaging my guys here just to make sure I don't lose them. This is a crucial area where I can lose a lot of them.
I'll take anything you give me.
Even though I have
playing
stuff. What?
Enemy's elite.
That's
Taking
alright.
new position.
No, go ahead. You're saying you're
I
playing?
know my way around.
I just said I'm getting plenty good content
Always
from the channel here,
prepared.
but
Fire at anything. On the trail. Here comes trouble. Heading over.
it just now occurred to me I'm playing against bots.
Mm-hmm.
The game didn't originally have bots, so someone added.
Blow something up.
Uh,
Enable laser sights.
You know, I mean, this game's pretty quiet unless you happen to check the calendar for the right time to get on for the community day.
Let me launch one.
General, my forces are moving on the final
Heading over.
GLA position
Enabling
this side of the
laser
river.
sight.
Please
And
inform
powerful.
Colonel Burton that he should hurry. I would prefer not to wait too long for him to catch up.
Enabling laser
Why
sights.
is Egypt a common
Feed on
theme in the mod in the games?
On the trail.
Like
maybe
Egypt,
I may play this game again later on, like in a random stream, just for like with one of the major mods. Some of them are good.
Better view.
Ah.
I'll scout ahead. Hope no one's looking. I'll
ever
scout
seen
ahead.
the? God, there was a mod for Skyrim that turned all the dragons into ponies. It
Uh,
actually was really scary.
Heading out.
Like the giant pony, like the way it moved and acted, it was like, holy, I don't want to fight one of those.
yeah.
Taking new position.
I believe they even made it once where like the ponies were all the characters, all the villagers and everything. And
Exterminator
Yeah,
has
no, that one I wasn't so into, but the one where the dragons were ponies was hilarious to me.
sounds like a healer or something.
Rally point confirmed. Exterminator has arrived.
Yeah, no, just
On the go.
also, I think people should, whenever a new game comes out, people should take bets on how long it takes someone to recreate the first Mario world in that particular game.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know that's like the most frequently like modded in level is Mario World 1-1.
Yeah.
Special forces here.
In fact, the Jazz Rabbit community has
Rally
quite a
point
few of those
confirmed.
that
Ready
people
for
made.
action. On the go.
I think I'm even guilty of making
Heading out.
one.
Mm-hmm. I've tried making a few mods here and there, but it's also more than scripting than the complete weapon rewrites.
Someone added a scripting language to JavaScript recently, though. I'm not sure how intricate it is, but I did make a Mega Man level, and I actually like adjusted the jump height and walk speed to match the Mega Man game. Because otherwise, you're running as fast and jumping higher than Sonic the Hedgehog, and it's like, oh well, that's not good for porting like a Mario level.
Yeah.
Fortunately, all the enemies have to be similar to Mario. Like the turtles function similar to turtles; they go in the shell and everything and stuff. So. Probably one reason why people port them all the time.
We're not clearing out this town with this one guy.
Anybody home? Search and destroy.
With flashbangs.
Take a new position. Rally point confirmed. Exterminate.
Remember how I'm gonna upload this, because it's gonna be weird, because it's a video of two people playing two different games.
Clean in house.
Unit lost.
Army's elite. Take a new position.
It might be interesting though.
Heading out.
To see how people react to this on your channel.
Yeah.
If you get any people to see it.
Yeah, assuming anyone sees it, but no, I just wanted both the games on the screen for my video, because we'd both be talking about each other's games, and half of what one person's saying might not make sense.
Pin him down.
Getting a better view.
What do you got?
Good to see you, General. We thought we were gonna end up captured.
Oh, this level's a nuclear plant.
Squad of vehicles was captured
Wait, what?
just after we were taken.
The level I'm playing on is a
GLA are
nuclear
holding them
plant.
at a camp just north of here.
There's nuke plants in this game.
Vehicles would come in handy if the intel about the defenses around the mountains are correct.
Well, the bots
We gotta rescue them,
I know the bots weren't made by the company that made the game, but the bots that are in here are kind of dumb. They just kind of jump around and shoot randomly.
Yeah, they sound like dumb bots.
Let's pop some tanks.
It sounds like more like a rudimentary AI. They probably just stand there until they actually get line of sight to you.
Now these ones just, you don't have to be there. That's like all they're like programmed to just spam the jump and shoot button and occasionally turn around.
Hidden identity.
Lost control of the game there because I pushed the Alt key.
Always prepared. Special forces here.
I know my way around.
I'm about half done here.
Right.
Move this mission.
General, the GLA have upgraded their tank shells to contain
I wonder how long
poisons.
I have
Be
until a
careful.
video meld expires.
What?
Video meld is just a software I like paid for like a year to be able to. I paid to be able to use it for a year, like $20.
Be your spot.
It's actually pretty good price for video editing software.
I'll scout ahead.
And I mean, it's not like anywhere as
I'll be your
fancy as
spotter.
Sega, Sony, Vegas or whatever, but it works. It has all the features I need.
Special forces
Can
here.
layer videos together in text and whatever I want. Yeah, I could do like green screen and all that stuff too if I wanted.
Point man. Right here.
There are tutorial videos how to do a Star Wars text
On the go.
scroll.
I almost tried trying to figure out how to use what was it called? Oh yeah, SFM.
FM.
Special
SFM,
forces
you know,
here.
Source Filmmaker.
The source filmmaker. Oh yeah, that animation is hard. Like I've only tried like very basic things once, and it turned out all jointed. But it's like, from what I've heard from everyone who's ever done animation, it's
Always
hard to
prepared.
do.
See everything.
And when I've heard like little like things when people talk about some of the more intricate things that separate the professionals from the hobbyists, it's like wow, like knowing, like you know when you walk, like not every motion in your walk takes the same amount of time to do. Like like different phases of your walk like take different.
Army's elite.
I guess your foot doesn't move the same speed throughout the entirety of moving it in front of you. So that's to make it realistic. You have to
Take a new position.
figure out like
Special
the
forces here.
exact kind of subtle movements and things, and it's just wow.
Yeah. But a lot of the SSM videos I've seen are the pre-professional looking nowadays,
Always prepared.
and they do it
Yeah,
pretty
I guess-
quickly too.
I mean, if I needed to, I could do animation for a game, but I
Special
couldn't like
forces
make
here.
just an
Search and
animation.
destroy. Rally point confirmed.
Unit lost.
Right here. Where are we going?
This vehicle has 2 modes. The first generates a continuous microwave field in front of the vehicle.
So the AI is actually doing stuff on this. I guess the AI varies with what the AI just tells
Yeah, I
us
just
there.
lost this thing. Lost the most important vehicle I needed. Reload. Okay, it's saved. So what are you saying?
So, on this level, the AI is being a little bit
General,
smarter, except for
GLA
what they do
have
is they run
upgraded
over,
their tank shells
jumping
to
the whole way
contain
on,
poisons. Be
and they
careful.
grab the flag, and then they fall into the pit hole on the way back.
So
Into
basically,
their flag.
they fail capture.
I've seen it all.
Yeah, they
Where are we
grab the flag, but they can't bring it all the way back.
Sniper here.
And I think Star Wars had the most brilliant bots, where if you did not interfere with anything, your team would always lose, but just like barely. And if you just helped at all, that you would win. And then once you added a whole bunch of players, it just worked out great.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that was really balanced AI right there. Where they were like, it would purposely like nudge the results in favor of the team that had like more bots, just from the bots' participation. But player participation would still be better than bot participation.
Just say the word, General.
I just hope Star Wars Battlefront EA is any good.
Yeah, I like how their preliminary in-game engine stuff was. I'm not looking it's only for PS4. You know what I mean?
Wait, what system? Oh,
Heading out.
I've seen the
No.
Battlefront trailers so far. It's all in-game in-engine stuff, and it's pretty good.
Deadly efficient.
yeah, well,
I'll be there.
until I actually see actual gameplay, I'm going to be skeptic of the actual graphic fidelity, but yeah, it looks pretty
General,
good.
it appears that there are several GLA radar bands in the area. If your forces get too close, they
Yeah,
will
people
be
are
detected.
whining though, because at this point they've announced that this game will have a lot less features than the previous
The first
one. I'm like,
generates a continuous
well, we'll see when it comes
microwave
out,
field
but sometimes
into
less
the
is
vehicle.
more.
Very
Yeah.
lethal to all infantry.
I mean, Team Fortress 2 only had like 5 maps when it first came out, and they were really awesome maps.
Yeah.
Always prepare. Take a new position.
And someone's argument was, how, you know how there will only be like
Stinger sites guarding the mountain.
space flight combat on planets, not and someone brought up the fact that when you do space combat in space, all the maps are just empty voids. For the most part. Maybe, asteroids and random objects in space, but then when you have land maps and you're flying around there, you can have like cliffs, trees.
No.
Alien vehicle standing by.
It's just, you can do a lot more intricate map design to make the maps different. Plus, my favorite flight map to do flying on was Hoth anyway, which was the ground map there in flight.
Damn it.
So, I mean, I'm somewhat disappointed though that they haven't announced some sort of hunt mode yet, though.
Yeah, I just lost again because I wasn't paying attention, and tank snuck behind my unit that I needed.
General, the GLA have
Special forces
upgraded
here.
their
Wah,
tank shells
wah.
to contain poisons. Be careful.
I'm
Okay.
in hell.
Rally point confirmed.
What?
Need a point, man.
The level is healthy. In fact, this one isn't even using custom graphics. This is one of the games tile sets.
Hidden identity.
Yeah, hell is just one of the level themes.
On the go. Need a point, man. Colonel
In
Burke.
fact, I think it's the final one before you fight the boss. Or the final boss, yeah.
For like the campaign that comes with the game?
Looks like a whole GLA
Yeah, the
base.
single player campaign.
never said anything
Even though
about
the single
this
player
thing
is
here.
dead easy.
Doesn't look like they were expecting me.
But, this is definitely meant to be kind of just a sit back and relax kind of game.
Just say the word, General.
Just enjoy the funny, the funny graphics.
Take a new position.
Humor.
Always prepared. Special forces here. Heading out.
I mean, there's hard mode, but all it does is add like maybe three additional enemies in some rooms. It's like the difference between difficulty isn't that much.
This vehicle has 2 modes.
At least,
The first generates a continuous microwave field in front of the vehicle. Very
so
lethal
since there's
to all
custom levels, you can
infantry.
download custom levels
The
that are actually
second
pretty hard. Like
allows
some
it to
people like
disrupt the functions
make
of
ones
any
that are like
targeted
really
building.
brutal. Like you have to have an intricate understanding of the game and its engine in order to get through them,
General, you're focusing at those tunnel networks and Stinger sites guarding the mountain.
and like exploit bugs to get through obstacle courses.
General, it appears that there are several GLA radar bands in the area. If your forces get too close, they will
Finally,
be
I
detected.
saved the vehicles.
Why is it that like a lot of people when they mod old games, they immediately want to make the game as difficult as possible?
I think it's because like a lot of times those people like found the game easy or something over time.
Yeah, but it's like there's not very many not very many good NES mods that are just new levels, but at the exact same difficulty as the original game. I really feel like that's a missed opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not everyone's looking for a mod that's like
Modulating pulse
intensely brutal. You know, some people
Right
just want
here.
more levels.
Yeah.
protecting our people.
Granted, they are fun to make and watch other people suffer through, but I mean,
Always prepared.
I need
Yeah.
Search and
need
destroy.
3 more coins for this warp.
Keeping it
Good more.
Microwave
I would like to think that some of what I would say would make more sense if you watch my video.
Yeah.
Broadcasting energy field. Colonel Burton here. I am in.
Yeah, I scored a point for my team. You know, occasionally like a player comes and goes. There's only ever like one of the players that will be on at any given time.
Wavelengths calibrated. Moving wave generated. Tank in the field. Need a point, man. Heading out.
Okay, now that I have the area secure, more or less, save, yes. Get the Humvee.
No,
So
this-
say again?
Yeah, I was gonna say this particular level has been lazy on the background, just one image that repeats.
Hmm.
Like, you know when you have a wallpaper, it's a tile wallpaper?
Mm-hmm.
Sniper here.
Yeah, it's one. That's the background for this level. Yeah, well, not everyone can make great masterpieces, I guess.
Yeah. A lot of people don't realize when you look at like some levels that it could be just be one giant like wallpaper stretched out beyond belief.
Well,
Come on in. Humvee here.
a lot of texturing's like that. In fact, texturing is
Humvee here.
really difficult too. Skinning.
Uh-huh.
Oh, be careful now.
Yeah, pretty much anything to do with modeling and animation.
Battle lift.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of the harder things to do art-wise. I have respect for the people that do that kind of thing.
Our Colonel Burton has
Yeah.
been detected.
Like in Gary's mod, the modeling is like the hardest part of making a mod when you're doing things.
Yeah, but
Especially
we'll,
making guns.
yeah.
Like most of
like a
the
good
custom
run.
guns you see, like
Protecting our people.
frequently either don't work or they just have like a generic model.
Ready. Come on in.
Do something silly when you shoot.
Unit lost.
So someone did make a functional TARDIS in Gary's mod.
Uh-huh. That sounds like a nice thing to have.
Humvee
Yeah, like
here.
it flies around, it can teleport.
Well, actually, that means that you went farther and just...
Well, like you're given the actual. When you look at a map and you get like a top-down view of the map, and you can click somewhere and you go there, or you can type in the exact XYZ coordinates.
Mm-hmm. Well, it
And
sounds like...
also-
Come on in.
Sounds like you have to do more than just model the thing. You have to actually modify it to give it its own scripting.
Keeping it cool.
Yeah, but the thing is, scripting,
It
given
appears
enough
that those
time,
oil
like a
derricks
lot
are
of
the
people can
only
do and
source
make
of
it
income
work.
for the
But
But
GLA
modeling's like
base.
one of those things
If
too.
you
It's
can
like it just ends
destroy
up
them,
getting really
you will
frustrating
cripple
because it
the GLA
stretch the
here.
model and do all sorts of things.
Uh-huh.
I mean, this guy modeled like the inside the turrets too, which unfortunately, because of the way he did it with the programming, it doesn't work on official Valve maps.
BM vehicles.
But it works on most of the custom maps that we make for Gary's mod.
Oh yeah. Power coupling optimized.
Because the inside of the tires has to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, be careful now.
But at the same time too, when Valve makes their maps, they optimize their map to make all the empty space like be like, you know, non-visible and stuff. The inside
Yeah.
of the tires ends up being unusable on those maps.
Let's go for it.
Because it gets put in like void space that they've marked out as being non-usable.
Keep it clean.
Yeah, there's even a thing too that lets you play music from the show.
Unit
Come on
lost.
in. Oh, be careful now.
No.
Let's go for it.
Our Colonel Burton has been
And there's a cloaking
detected.
device and a few other things.
I'm in position near the second.
The tires has a health bar too. If you shoot it, if it takes enough damage, you just lose like control of it when it's in flight.
If I climb down the cliffs on the south end of the camp.
And you have to put in like self-heal mode,
Mm-hmm.
which just means you can't be inside it while it's healing. But yeah, it's a fun little mod, and it's an interesting vehicle too because it's very like I feel like its balance comes from the fact that it's not very offensive in any way, but it can get you to places like very easily,
Mm-hmm.
General, I'm ready and waiting at the lab.
which is
Whenever the
what
Colonel would like
kind
to
of
arrive
which
and
suits
meet
the Doctor when you really think about it. But
Always
Well,
prepared.
Otis, you're fast. I'll give you that.
at the same time too, if someone blew it up, it would destroy every star or every sun would go supernova at every point in history or whatever that
Keep it clean.
however that
Unit
worked.
lost.
Protecting our people.
They're blowing up the GLA's money
Remote demo
supply
kit saving this just for you.
with a bunch of the commandos remote demo charge.
Yeah, how much Doctor Who are you? Just,
Say again?
how much Doctor Who have you seen?
No, I can't understand
Unit
you.
lost.
It's saying like
How much Doctor Who have you seen?
all of the new season except for all of the new series except for the last season because that's right now coming out.
Wait, is that season 9?
I believe so.
Is that coming out now?
Yeah, it's coming out on BBC, but I'm waiting until it gets on Netflix.
Come on.
Our Colonel
I don't
Burton
know,
has been
sadly,
detected.
I've actually been bootlegging most of it.
Is there
I'm kind of poor right now.
Closing the distance. Train for perfection. Where are we going? Let's see what you got.
Unit
I didn't realize
lost.
season 9 was already coming out.
Paladin tank in the field.
I've not been doing a good job keeping track of my
Too
toes.
easy. Polished and ready. What do you got?
Come on, move.
I did technically see like the first 2 episodes of Classic Doctor Who back when they were like still black and white.
I've seen it all.
Interesting, the chameleon circuit was broken since episode 1.
Our
Search and
Colonel
destroy.
Burton has been detected.
Well,
Like
this sucks.
the way they explained it in the
Unit
first episode
lost.
is weird too. It's like, wait, it's still a police box. It was supposed to change. That's the more explanation they had when they initially came up with the concept.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. I'll take anything.
Yeah,
you
and
give
the Doctor's first companion was his
me. I'll
granddaughter.
be there.
Ah. I thought he didn't have any family in the end.
Protecting our people.
Well, because they all died in the Time War.
Power
True.
coupling optimized.
But
What do you got?
and in fact, in the modern episode, he even mentions having a son.
And then at one point in the modern episode, they actually made him have like a second daughter of some kind.
Let's see what you got.
Oh, the clone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a clone, but he still saw her as being his daughter.
Yeah, and then technically after a point, when she died,
Protecting our people.
she actually was still
Unit
alive.
lost.
She's actually still alive, just flying
I'll be
here.
there.
Our Colonel Burton has been detected.
Yeah, that was actually a scene that Stephen Moffat demanded they add in.
You are coming, aren't you, Burton?
Yeah.
In the original
I'm just
version
gonna
of the
give up this
episode,
mission because I can't talk and play it.
Yeah, but in the original version of that episode, she didn't come back to life. But
Mhm.
Stephen Moffat told him to put that in,
Mm-hmm.
and then that resulted in me and Old School getting the big argument of whether she lived or died in that episode.
To be fair, I feel like she didn't die, but like they were like a one-time thing.
Well, she's a clone of a Time Lord, so she's supposed to be able to regenerate. I guess in theory is what the idea.
Well, the thing is, if you notice how she regenerated, that's because of the terraforming gases in the episode.
Yes, it's yeah, but the regeneration's different because they edited it into the last minute.
Mm-hmm.
Though funny enough, that's kind of more in line with how classic regeneration was, where there wasn't anything special or special effects wise. It was just they did like a clip edit.
Yeah. I'm starting up Skyrim now. I'm switching
Yeah, well,
games.
I'm probably gonna install it myself here for now, but
Mm-hmm.
it was nice talking to you for a while.
Yeah, it was nice talking to you too.
I was on for like an hour and 41 minutes according to
Yeah.
the recording time.
For me, it's an hour 48.
Yeah. Oh, you had the countdown timer though. I
Yeah.
started somewhere in the middle of that.
Yeah.
Anyway, see
See
you
ya.
all on YouTube and Twitch and whoever sees this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See you at the cake. You gotta
User
leave.
disconnected
Okay.
from your channel.
So that was Left for Cake. He's part of a YouTube group I joined not too long ago. We're still trying to get things together after something major happened to his group. It's called Midcore. We have a YouTube channel, but we're slowly getting things together. There's a group YouTube channel. Feel free to subscribe to if you've seen this. Okay, let's go back to play and let's get Skyrim going. Hopefully it'll like the video. Yep, it likes it. It says. One less thing for me to worry about. No, I don't want to continue. I actually want to start a fresh one. Yeah. I like Skyrim because it has like kind of Nord and Viking kind of feel of dragons. I really like dragons. If I ever get a pet dragon, I'm keeping it and I'm gonna defend it and everything if I have to. I really do like dragons for some reason. don't get why though, but I do. Something about them.
Hey, you. You're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us. And that thief over there.
Damn you Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. If they hadn't been looking for you, could have stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell. You there, you and me, we shouldn't be here. It's these Stormcloaks the Empire wants.
We're all brothers and sisters in binds now, thief.
Shut up back there.
What's wrong with him, huh?
Watch your tongue. You're speaking to Ulfric Stormcloak, the true High King.
Ulfric? The Jarl of Windhelm? You're the leader of the rebellion. But if they captured you... Oh gods, where are they taking us?
I don't know where we're going, but Sovngarde awaits.
No, this can't be happening. This isn't happening.
Hey, what village are you from, horse thief?
Why do you care?
A Nord's last thoughts should be of home.
Rorikstead. I'm from Rorikstead.
General Tullius, sir. The headsman is waiting.
Good. Let's get this over with.
Sure. Mara, Debella, Kinnereth, Akatosh, Divines, please help me.
So we're playing Skyrim, a new series. I don't want to touch it once in cinematic in case something breaks.
And it looks like the Dalmor are with them. Damn elves. I bet they had something to do with this.
I want to adjust something in the side screen, but I can't really. But breaking something in this game while it's doing this. I'll wait till it like this gets first part say I can save.
Wonder if Vilod is still making that mead with juniper berries in his tea. Funny, when I was a boy, Imperial walls and towers used to make me feel so safe.
Where are they going?
We need to go inside the car.
Why? I want to watch the soldiers.
Inside the house. Now.
Whoa!
Yes, Papa.
Get these prisoners out of the carts. Move it!
Why are we stopping?
Why do you think? End of the line. Let's go. Shouldn't keep the gods waiting for us.
No, wait, we're not rebels.
Face your death with some courage, thief.
You've got to tell them we weren't with you. This is a mistake.
Step towards the block when we call your name. One at a time.
Empire loves their damn lists.
I don't know how I'm gonna make my character this time. This is the second time I've played it, so I don't remember how to start it again. I barely remember this tutorial startup.
Jarl Ulfric.
Ralof of Riverwood.
Lokir of Rorikstead.
No, I'm not a rebel. You can't do this.
Halt!
You're not gonna kill me.
Archers! Anyone else feel like running?
Wait.
We will in a few minutes.
Step forward. Who are you?
Let's see. Maybe I'll go since I'm just saying I was like dragons a lot. So let's see if we can find like our. Let's see. Argerian, I think it is. Yes. Race. Okay. Body. think it's set to male, I'm not sure anyway. Let's see, skin tone. Let's make it a little bit more muscular looking. Or if I can. See if we can get it dark. There you go. Cancel. Cancel. And head complexion. Dirt. No. Let's give it a few scars. I mean, it looks like it was like clawed across the eye or something. Neat. There we go. No war paint. No. A little bit of that. A bit red there. Let's see, eyes. What's that weird thing? Kind of weird. That looks good. Eye whiff, brow, pipe. Let's give it this type. A little bit bigger and a little bit more height. For the mouth. Don't think I need to change it for that. And hair. Let's just see if I can put hair on this thing. This is horns. Grass. Actually, that's kind of interesting. Maybe I'll do some kind of leafy setup. Let's see. Kind of interesting hair setup. Want to grab the thing. Let's do goatee. Let's just do this. Goat, I mean. That looks good. Give it a nice golden, yellowish golden style. Or white, actually. Looks good. These look like it has age, okay. And I think that's it. And this is called Shiva.
Are you a relative of one of the Riften dock workers, Agoni? Captain, what should we do? He's not on the list.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
By your orders, Captain. I'm sorry. We'll make sure your remains are returned to Black Marsh. Follow the captain, prisoner.
I have no control here. So I'll use the games that gives me extra control here.
Ulfric Stormcloak. Some here in Helgen call you a hero, but a hero doesn't use a power like the voice to murder his king and usurp his throne. You started this war, plunged Skyrim into chaos, and now the Empire is going to put you down and restore the peace.
What was that?
It's nothing. Carry on.
Yes, General Tullius. Give them their last rites.
As we commend your souls to Aetherius, blessings of the 8 divines upon you.
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over.
Learn our... As you wish.
Come on! I haven't got all morning. My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials. Can you say the same?
One. And in the box.
You Imperial bastards!
Justice!
Death to the storm
Stormcloaks!
As fearless in death as he was in life.
Next, the lizard!
Here it is again. Did you hear that?
I said, next prisoner!
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
Bother move him out of the way.
What in oblivion is that?
Sentries, what do you see?
It's in the ground.
Oops, wrong keys. Oh, I like that power.
Darrell, what is that thing? Could the legends be true? Legends don't burn down villages. We need to move now! Up through the tower. Let's go!
Hang on, I need to check some settings. Tab exit settings. I need to figure out which one was it. I think I just walked in. That kind of was weird. Okay, I get it now.
Still coming. Keep your eyes on it. How in oblivion do we kill this thing?
Maybe I should just continue this. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Oh, I see. I'm supposed to keep running across the building. Or jump into here. I mean, I'm trying to, well, at the same time, I'm trying to figure out how to change the camera. Hopefully causing problems. There's supposed to be a camera change. Control Alt.
Prisoner, keep close to me if you want to stay that way. Gunnar, take care of the boy. I have to find General Tullius and join the defense.
Gods guide you,
Stay close to the wall!
They're pretty good on this, even though I'm running this game at Ultra. So I might be having a little bit of frames issue, but I'm not sure.
It's you and me, prisoner. Stay close.
There he is.
You damn traitor! Out of my way!
We're escaping, Hadvar. You're not stopping us this time.
Fine. I hope that dragon takes you all to Summergard.
Into the keep.
With me, prisoner. Let's go.
Last time I went with him. This time I'm thinking, think. Last time I went with him.
Where are you going? The barracks is through here.
Barracks or him? I'm not sure what the difference is with going with the other guy.
Come on.
I'll follow him because then he can give me like access to early blacksmith and all that.
Looks like we're the only ones who made it. Was that really a dragon? To bring us in the end times? We should keep moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off. Let's cut you loose. There you go. Take a look around. There should be plenty of gear to choose from. I'm going to see if I can find something for these burns. A dragon, first in a thousand. You better get that armor on. Give that sword a few swings too. Let's keep moving.
I like how I can just pick up everything and... Ooh, sword. See what else is around. Nope. Some gold. Let's take all this stuff. It's fun.
Come on, this way.
Yes, first. Oh, it's apparel. But perhaps weapons, an iron sword. Let me do one thing. I want to see controls. Here we go. Left hand, toggle POV, point of view. There we go. That's what I want. A nice dragoness tail and reptilian style. That's what I want.
We need to get moving. That dragon is tearing up the whole keep.
Just give me a minute. I'm out of breath.
Hear that? Stormcloaks. To the Empires with them. If you want to die, so lucky.
Critical kill. Actually, that look kind of nice as it did. It looks like I could get Warhammer here. Hide shield, iron mace. Or gauntlets. Better, good. I could choose him for some reason. Red boots. The apparel. Hide shield and. So one of them was it? Or gauntlets. More armor.
Come on, this way.
Okay. Ow. Wow. Wow. See if I got anything I took. Let me up. Gens. A lot of this stuff I could probably sell at a later point for extra cash. There's some regenning.
Damn, that dragon doesn't give up easy.
What are you doing? We need to get out of Helgen. Now. Is someone there?
Never should. Hey! Die down!
Trying to fight. Awesome.
You can't beat me.
And he died. That's his last breath.
An old storeroom. See if you can find some potions. Might come in handy.
We're just taking everything. It's all nothing but cash to me. Before I didn't know I needed to take all this stuff because it was pretty much good cash. And plus when I get home I can probably just check it out for all this stuff. Oh, this is food, can heal me up. I can't take the weird candles. Let's see, F.
Done then? This way.
Is there anything in there? Nope. Weird.
Stormcloaks! The torture room. Gods, I wish we didn't need these. Hear that? Come on. Watch it!
I just tripped her. And him.
Fellows happened along just in time. These boys seem upset at how I've been entertaining their comrades.
Ooh, Island Buckler?
A dragon is attacking Helgen.
A dragon, please. Don't make up nonsense.
Lockpicks would be useful. Let's see. Another. Apparel.
Although, come to think, I did hear some odd noises coming from over there.
Come with us. We need to get out of here.
You have no authority over me.
I'm just robbing this place.
I said the keep is under attack.
I'm taking all the books too.
Looks like there's something in this cage.
Don't bother with that. Lost the key ages ago. Poor fellow screamed for weeks.
See if you can get it open with some picks. We'll need everything we can get.
Sure. Take all my things.
Grab what you can and let's go.
What the hell? Oh yeah, mage thing. Hang on here. Let me see if I can see books.
Leave me to my work, unless you plan to stay and help.
I left some gold in here. Yeah, he's empty. Maybe I should.
Hey, be careful.
Yeah, I could kill him. I'm not. Waste of time, as I say. So you get weapons. Let me get back to the iron, the mace actually, and apparel. Let's get the buckler. Iron shield. There we go.
There's no way out that way, you know.
Oops. Nothing there. Oop, wait. No. I have to look around, because this is starting here, and a lot of their good stuff probably is in here. Around here. Anything in here? Any gold's better than no gold. No matter where its source is.
Where in Oblivion are we supposed to go? Where's the way out?
Just give me a minute. Let me think.
You won't leave Helgen alive! Skyrim belongs to the north!
That's it. That's all you got. You won't leave.
Might be a bit uncovered now. Let's see, let's actually drop some of the basics. Alright, keep those. Let's see, weapons, actually let's drop some of these more heavier things. Yep, these are bowers.
That's the end of that.
Iron bow. There we go.
Let's see if we can find a way out.
Get the iron arrows and longbow. There we go. See, weapons. I believe there's a second way to make them like secondary. Let's see, longbow. There we go. There we go. Left, right, left. Okay. Weapons. Actually, let's see. Favorite and favorite. And a pair. Let's see. Q. Iron sword, and there we go.
Let's see where this goes.
Use, or he's gonna use it. Okay. Oh, he was talking. I was too far away to hear. What's this? Anything else? Nope. That's the run button.
We have to keep moving. This way, come on. Where'd you come from?
Can you get out of here? Oops. Oh well. Maybe like 5 seconds and it should be. Wait. Tell me I have to start from again. Oh, crud.
Looks like we're the only ones who made it. Was that really a dragon? To bring us in the end times? We should keep moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings
I should have
off.
saved more. I completely forgot to save.
There you go. Take a look around. There should be plenty of gear to choose from. I'm going to see if I can find something. These bones. You better get that armor on. Give that sword a few swings too. Let's keep moving. That thing is still out there.
Well, that kind of sucked. Rule number 1 of gameplay, always save. I also favorite this. Oops. Okay, don't hold it. The effects. Powers. Hang on. See destruction. F. CQ. Let's just make sure we have the sword for now. Let's give flames for a secondary.
Just give me a minute. I'm out of breath.
Hear that? Storm close. Do you want to die?
Idiot! Stop!
Let me see if
Gauntlets.
get that door open.
4x. It's a bit better. And apparel for gauntlets. Let's see. I don't know where weapon went. Oh well. That leads right back outside.
Come on, this way. Damn, that dragon doesn't give up easy. Time to finish this. That's the end of it.
I don't know why I haven't found a buckler yet. Food is useful. Hang on, let me just. I'm at the. There you go. You see the iron buckler anywhere?
torture room. Gods, hear that? God damn you! You don't have a chance. What are you doing?
You fellows been along just in time. These boys seemed a bit upset at how I've been entertaining their comrades.
Don't you even know what's going on? A dragon is attacking Helgen. Hey, be careful!
Dragon, please.
Don't do that.
Although, come to think of it,
Apparel. Let's see.
Odd noises coming from over there.
Come with us. We need to get out of here.
You have no authority over me.
Didn't you hear me? I said the keep is under attack. Wait a second.
Let's see. Add up mace. Nope, that's not much better. Let's skip the
Looks
axe.
like there's something in this cage.
Don't bother with that. Lost the key ages ago. Poor fellow screamed for weeks.
See if you can get it open.
What are you doing? Sure. Take all my things, please.
Watch it!
Yeah. Nothing here good. Oops. A little bit more. What the? Anything in there? Nope. Hang on, let's see. Books. Spell. Apparel. Novice hood. Don't have any hood. And there we go. Here, let me do a quick save. I want to do a quick check here, see if there's an auto save button, because that'll be really useful. You have quick save at 5.
Where in Oblivion are we supposed to go? Where's the way out?
Just give me a minute. Let me think. Stormcloak!
Skyrim! Is what you want, huh?
No! I love the challenge!
None of these are better.
There's no escape.
F. Let's see. Longbow, iron arrows, please. And more arrows, and let's do eye weapons. Let's see, remove the. Let's see, steel dagger. Favorite that, and unfavorite that one, and give this one no. Iron war axe.
Let's see where this goes.
Just quick saved. And quick save again. Let's be sure. Yep.
I guess we're lucky that didn't come down on top of us.
They want to make a glass sword all of a sudden.
Find another way out.
Or jade, or whatever it's called. Let me see if I can't get up here. Nope, I can't knock that thing off. Well, nice to have a lantern to carry.
That doesn't go anywhere. I guess we'd better try this way.
Mm-hmm.
A dragon, first in 1,000 years.
Hang on, F5.
What was that?
Hang on, let me switch here. See if I can't switch. There we go.
What next? Giant snakes.
Control F E. This is actually pretty useful. Let's check the big ones. And let's switch back to the war axe. F5 again.
Hold up. There's a bear just ahead. See her? I'd rather not tangle with her right now. You might be able to sneak by. Just take it nice and slow, and watch where you step. Or if you're feeling lucky, you can take this bow. Might take you by surprise. Go ahead. I'll follow your lead and watch your back.
Oh, she's awake.
Easy does it.
I feel like tackling a bear. Don't you? Don't you feel like not tugging? Oh, oops, like I missed those messages. Sorry about that, Demented.
That was close.
Hmm?
This looks like the way out. I was starting to wonder if we'd ever make it.
See you. Yes.
Wait. Looks like he's gone for good this time.
Yep.
But I don't think we should stick around to see if he comes back.
I'm sorry about the Demented. I did not see you message at all.
My uncle's the blacksmith there. I'm sure.
Let's save it. New save.
Help you out. It's probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
Hang on, I'm just checking something to start. My friend's still there. There we go. God damn it. Start downhill. Slowly.
Listen, you should go to Solitude and join up with the Imperial Legion.
Hmm.
Could really use someone like you. And if the rebels have themselves a dragon, General Tullius is the only one who can stop them.
We're approaching something. The mage, the warrior, the thief. Cancel for now. With his part of a quest.
These are the Guardian Stones. 3 of the 13 ancient standing stones that dot Skyrim's landscape. Go ahead, see for yourself.
I'm gonna take the warrior.
Warrior. Good. I knew you shouldn't have been on that cult the minute I laid eyes on you.
I think a little famous second drop here, but maybe because water, physics, all that good stuff.
Listen, as far as I'm concerned, you already know. But until we get that confirmed by General Tullius, just stay clear of other Imperial soldiers and avoid any complications, all right?
Yeah, let me see. Food. Ocean Stella. See, where's he at? There he is. For attacking me. Yeah, I like some wolves. Uh-oh. Gotta starve them.
Ain't every day we get visitors. Hadvar? How do you know him? I'd be glad to help a friend of Hadvar, but you didn't answer my question. How do you know him? What? A dragon? In Helgen? That explains what I saw earlier. Flying down the valley from the south. I was hoping I was wrong about what I thought it was. You're right. I saw it. Didn't want to believe my own eyes is all. A dragon. Here in Skyrim. What's this world coming to? First the war, now dragons. Trouble loves company, they say. The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt. Like I said, I'm glad to help in any way I can. Help yourself to whatever you need, within reason.
Okay, let's see. Ingot could be useful, these seeds could be useful. Some of these. Yeah, amethyst might be a little bit thing too much, but
Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead. Good day.
Things look quiet now.
Aaron.
There's my uncle. Uncle Halvar, hello.
Hadvar. Thank Talos. A friend told me about Helgen. Come on inside. Sigrid will get you something to eat. You can tell us what happened.
Oh, yes.
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
What? What is it now, Mother?
It was as big as the mountain and black as night. It flew right over the barrel.
Monsieur, do you have enough?
Now, is it? Please, Mother. If you keep on like this, everyone in town will think you're crazy. And I've got better things to do than listen to more of your fantasies.
You'll see. It was a dragon. It'll kill us all, and then you'll believe me.
I can take those without getting law. Take that without getting lawed. That would be useful. I'm just gonna clear them out. Grindstone. Tab. Okay, this is for improving tabs. Apparel, please. Let's see, where are those iron stuff?
Sigrid, we have company.
I take all their gold.
Hadvar, we've been so worried about you. Come, you two must be hungry. Sit down and I'll get you something to eat. Hadvar, we've been so worried about you. Come, you two must be hungry. Sit down and I'll get you something to eat.
I don't know where to start. You know I was assigned to General Tullius' guard. We stopped in Helgen. When we were attacked by a dragon.
When your friend told me, I didn't believe it at first either.
Mara's mercy. A dragon? In Helgen? Why, you could be here at any moment.
Hang on, that's F5.
All right, dear.
How much?
When the Jarl learns what's happened, he's sure to send soldiers.
Just do it now.
Go on, Hadvar. Let's hear the rest of it.
Not much more to tell. This dragon flew over and just wrecked the whole place. Mass confusion. I don't know if anyone else got out alive.
Chicken egg.
I doubt I'd made it out myself if not for my friend here. I need to get back to Sol.
Let's eat some food while we eat. Wait.
Dude, and let them know what's happened. I thought you could help us out. Food, supplies, a place to stay.
Of course.
I'm gonna take those
Any friend of
furs.
Hadvar's is a friend of mine. I'm glad to help however I can. Take what you need, my friend. Within reason, of course. Not bad, but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and the grindstone over there. Cross the river and then head north. You'll see it just past the falls. When you get to Whiterun, just keep going up. When you get to the top of the hill, you're at Dragon's Reach, the Jarl's palace.
Okay.
I see no harm in it, if you have the skill. All right, then.
Did you see a dragon? What did it look like? Did it have big teeth?
Hush, child. Don't pester your cousin.
You two make yourselves at home.
See food. Let's see what we can cook.
Can I help you?
Nice to be back in a friendly spot, huh? Listen, I'm going to lay up here for a while. You can make your own way to Solitude from here. I'd recommend heading to Whiterun, just down the road from...
Yeah, I just stole from him, but it was worth it. I'm waiting till I'm out of town to wear the.
Can't wait to kill another of Ulfric's boys.
I think they all went downstairs or something. There's 2 of them.
Keep an eye out for trouble. It's only a matter of time. Keep an eye out for trouble. It's only a matter of... Keep your guard up. Damn Stormcloak rebels.
Where'd he go? Is him?
Take what you need, my friend. This looks good. You put time into your blades. You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's... People are... But was it worth tearing Skyrim apart and maybe destroying the Empire? No. Ulfric would have a lot to answer for in
I think you get something out of this. Not sure what.
Whatever you need. Ah, good. A lot of weapons and armor need leather for straps, fittings, that kind of thing.
I think I need to do in the blacksmith. It kind of doesn't make sense, but oh well.
You looking for a new blade? It's from that treaty that we didn't pay, but then Ulfric and his sons of Skyrim started agitating about it. Sure enough, the Emperor had to crack down. Iron or steel is what you need. Leave that fancy elven stuff to the elves.
Maybe I didn't fully do it. Leather helmet. Yeah, I made it. Girl.
Take what you need, my friend. Within reason, of course. All right, then.
I think this one's a shop. Yep. Okay, start selling some things I don't need.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that.
What, that just glitched through there?
What are you doing that for?
I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood...
I think I have a few old spell books laying about. If you want more, you'll have to go to the... yeah, an ornament. Solid gold. You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back.
Mm-hmm.
Show those...
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Come on. Oh. Just getting rid of all this extra stuff. Let's see, apparel. Potions. Food. Books.
Trinkets, odds and ends.
On the Y
that
exit
sort of
there.
thing.
Mystic.
Take a
Hey.
look.
Let's see, what's he have in terms of weaponry? Anything of steel, like steel sword. Let's see for now. Nothing really. Books. I'm gonna say it's pity. Nothing really good. Tempted to break his face in and
Now,
steal
if you're
rob
going
this
to get
place.
those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northeast of town.
Lucan?
Yes.
Bleak Falls Barrow
now
is
you
just
don't
outside of town. I can show you.
Yeah, nowhere to go. Double check for sure.
We have to go through town and across the bridge to get to Bleak Falls Barrow. You can see it from here, though. The
Weapons, steel.
just over the building. Those thieves must be mad hiding out there. Those old crypts are filled with nothing but traps, trolls, and who knows what else.
I wish I had all the DLCs on this because I really wanted to be able. I really would like to fly dragon. In about a few minutes here, I'm gonna take like a 5-minute break here and cross the stream that I can cut it. Weird. once I get to the top of this thing, I'm going to be taking like a 23-minute break to stretch out, get something to eat, maybe then I'll come back. Also, because of stream, as I reach the 3-hour mark and I want to upload, if I'm ever going to upload this, I'm going to put in parts. Looks like there's something heavy up here.
That's close enough. You're mine. Do your worst.
Where'd friend go? All this waste of life. At least they had some good stuff. See, where did the arrow frame got one go? We could push her off or something? Oh, there she is. See, apparel. Iron armor. Five. They're guarding something. Might be able to light it later. Some gold and a potion that I can sell. Fair enough. Anything else? Potatoes. Apples. Let's see what's in that one. Tomatoes. Some food and some other stuff. Let's go back to climbing up to the top. I saw something, a little humanoid up here. My guy's gotta not be looking all this cool because he's a reptile.
There you are. Get over while you still can.
Not quite good enough, are you?
See, iron arrow, please. Just grabbed her head and knifed her. More arrows, please. Thank you. So we're here basically. I'm gonna take a 20-minute break, may change games. Save. Let's go and take a break here. Let's alert my friends. Okay. Make sure it's a good save. And I'll pause the stream for a bit so we can actually save so we can actually so I can put this on YouTube later. So let's do this.